I just came back from my second Unleashed pre-release. This one was in a different city. So where I live, there was one west of me and one east of me. So I went to one yesterday and went to one today. So show again the pre-release card. Both of the extra pre-release cards that I have are going to friends, so they're not available for trade. However, the sleeves are. This is another pack of sleeves that's still sealed, available for sale or trade. Best offer, and I'll talk about that at the end. So the box is from the pre-release yesterday. I didn't get another one today. So I'm first going to start off by showing the deck that I made with the 60 cards. I did go undefeated with this deck. 4 rounds. My first round, my opponent didn't show up, so I got an automatic win, but I did win the next 3 rounds. So I didn't think I had a very good deck, but obviously it was better than I thought. This is also the first time I've ever played with a deck that had 3 types of energy. So I was worried a little bit about how that would go, but I managed to work it out really well. I had 6 water, 5 grass, and 5 psychic energy. So now I'll go through my deck and kind of explain the strategy that I used. So the first line that I used, Riolu Lucario, just 1 of each. The reason I threw this in, even though I didn't have any fighting energy in my deck, Kick, and mainly for Lucario, Bulk Up, doesn't need any fighting energy. So I was able to throw this in as just kind of acting like a colorless Pokemon. So as many of you know, Bulk Up does 30, and then the next turn does 30 more, so I could do 30, 60, 30, 60. Worked out really well. My second game, I really have to attribute most of the game to Lucario, so really awesome card. The next line I did was a 1-1 Roselia Roserade. Roselia is not all that great just because it confuses itself. But Energy Signal, this could be on, I often just had this on my bench and would attach Psychic and Grass to it to confuse or poison my opponent. But then Power Blow is great since it's 20 times the number of energy attached to Roserade. So in my third game, I was able to, by the end of it, I just had 5, I think it was 5 energy attached for easy 100 damage, 1-hit KOs. So really, really awesome. Third line was Teddiursa Ursaring, another 1-1. Basically just threw this in because it was colorless, so I didn't need to worry about matching energy types. I only used it, I used it in my 4th game for the final knockout, I think, or I may be mixing them up. But it did come in handy in my second game, cross shot 50 and then potential for 80 with the coin flip. 1-1-1 Politoed. I actually never got Politoed out to use it properly. However, Poliwhirl saved me on the last game against the Magmortar. Kept using Hypnoblast, and for several turns I was lucky enough to keep him asleep and just kind of wearing damage away. She did have a Cherum to heal, but the weakness against water definitely helped out in doubling that. So pretty good. Although I was, planning on using Leapfrog to switch, but never really had the need to. 2-1 Natu line, or Xatu line, used this, I think, once, just used Confuse Ray, does 50 and then flip a coin for confusion, but it was used for a KO, so it didn't really matter. And then the rest, I had Remoraid and Weasel, 2 more water Pokemon. These are mainly just for me to use Politoed's Leapfrog, which I never got to do, because it's switch with a Pokemon on your bench, but the bench Pokemon has to be water. But I also threw this in because Muddy Water and Water Arrow are sniping moves, so was hoping that they could come in useful, but I never really had a chance to use them. And then just some, I did throw in a Carnivine for draw-up power, a Dunsparce for return to draw cards, draw-up power to get energy, Stantler to call for family, and then my trainers, Life Herb, Rare Candy, which I never used, interviewer's question to pull energy, engineer's adjustments. Oh, sorry, there's 2 interviewer's questions, and 2 engineer's adjustments to discard 1 energy, draw 4, and cheerleader's cheer to draw. So I guess my deck must have been better than I thought it was. No primes or anything, so I just kind of worked with what I had, and it worked out well for me. Since I won all 4 matches. I got first place in the tournament, and my prize was a Feraligatr Prime Tin. Now I will show the rest of the cards that I pulled from the original 6 packs. Starting with the commons and uncommons. Vulpix, Turtwig, Tropius, Weedle, Kakuna, no Beedrill though, Cherubi, Carnivine, Onyx, Pupitar, Larvitar, but no Tyranitar, the different Onyx, 2 Horsey, no Seadra, Kingdra, 2 Squirtle, but no Wartortle, Blastoise, 2 Chinchou, Minun, Plusle, 2 Tauros, Golbat, but no Zubat, Metang, but no Beldum, and Dual Ball. And then my reverses, Plusle, Pupitar, Larvitar, Onyx, Fearow, but no Spearow. So, Primeape, but no Mankey. And then the only really amazing card that I pulled out of the first 6 packs, the top half of Entei and Raikou Legend. I'd be more excited about this card, except that it's a duplicate of the card, the Legend card that I pulled yesterday. So I have 3 Legend cards, but 2 are the same. So this will be for trade, but I'm going to hold off on trading it until I order and get my booster box, hopefully by next weekend, to see if there's any that I don't pull so I can trade for it. So now I'll go through the cards that I got out of the last 2 packs after the tournament was over. The commons and uncommons: Golbat, Squirtle, Remoraid, Horsey, Seadra, Larvitar, Onyx, Pupitar, Carnivine, Turtwig, Spearow, wish I could have had that for the Fearow, Aipom, another Spearow, Dunsparce, another Aipom, Energy Returner, and Goodrod. And then for my reverses and rares, Energy Returner, Squirtle, Kingdra, non-hollow. So this would have really been nice for my deck, but no luck. And Manaphy Hollow. So the Hollow is really nice. I just had the Hollow Manaphy and Hollow Politoed today, and the 1 Legend card. So not amazing pulls except for the Legend, which would have been better if it wasn't a duplicate. But again, no primes. So really hoping I get a full set of primes in my booster box, since the only one I have now is the Steelix from yesterday. So I'm going to now show the cards that I traded for. I did do a few small trades. For a reverse Dusknoir G, I traded for a few common and uncommon cards, or I think these are all uncommons that I need. Metang number 64 from Legends Awakened, and from Pop 9, Pachirisu, and Lopunny. And then I also did a Chatot reverse. So pretty small trade, but person I was trading with really needed help with someone that was looking for a Darkrai, so more than happy to help out. And then my second trade, that was just for some more minor stuff. A Darkrai reverse from Majestic Dawn, and a Gorbis reverse from Great Encounters. So didn't have either one of those. And then my big trade of the day, the new Alph Lithograph. And personally, I think I got a really amazing deal. He only asked for a Shaman Level X promo, 4 reverses, one of them being an energy and one being a rare. The rare was a Blissey, and then the others were Chansey, Staryu, and energy. And I think that's the only one. He might have had a couple of other reverses, but I think that was it. But really the only big card was the Shaman Level X promo, and it's been sitting in my binder for a while, so I was more than happy to trade it for the Lithograph, and so now I don't have to worry about pulling it in my booster box. So the only cards I need to be concerned about from this set, from getting from my booster box, are the primes and the rest of the legends. My name was pulled in the raffle, and I won 2 more packs of pre-release sleeves. So that now means that I got 2 yesterday, 1 today, for entries, and then 2 in the raffles. So I have 5 sets of pre-release sleeves. So keeping 1 for myself, just because I have where I try and collect 1 of every sleeve. And then I also like to send some out to people. And there was one instance where I did trade away just like 40 or 45 of them, so not a whole set. I'm considering keeping a sealed set for myself, but I haven't really decided, so kind of up in the air about that one. But I definitely know that 3 are 100% available.